All right, so this is the last set of laps for the day. You get 4 timed laps at the end. If you hit a cone or have any sort of errors, you get penalized 2 seconds, which is a lot of time. The best time I've had today was a 61 seconds. And I'm really shooting for 60. This is the first lap after this cold set of tires, so I'm not really hoping for, I'm kind of hoping for a 62 right now. And then I'm hoping to follow it up with a 61 and then a 60. I let out a lot of tire pressure, so I'm kind of bracing for kind of some really good traction here. Hopefully it's gotten a lot hotter than it was earlier, and hoping that these tires are going to give me some good joy. Let's see, I've got auto blip on, sports suspension on, and I do have the traction control on because I feel that it's better to feel for it and see if it's kicking in rather than not have it on and spin out and waste an entire lap. For me anyway. When it's wet, I usually turn it off, or when it's colder, I'll maybe turn it off because it's just way too busy. Let's hope for a good lap here. There's a 911 Carrera 4S, a C4S. I like to start out on the right side of this first thing here. All right. Here we go. $62, that's what I was hoping for the first run.
How was it?
It was good. I think I'm getting like the TPMS is going crazy, telling me I'm like 6 under, but yeah.
Ignore it.
Yeah, it's just like
drop the pressures, and did it feel
I did drop the pressure a little bit. Yeah, okay. I think I'm like at 30s all around right now.
Okay, how's
yeah.
it feel? Feel better?
It feels better.
Okay.
It feels better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
anything you need help with on course?
No, I think I got it. Okay. Yeah. I you know, I'm just kind of like, I feel like I could push it more, but like I'm just worried. Like I don't know. Like I might just do balls to the wall in one run. Just
stay within your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So there are places that you can push safely. Oops. I want to get my foot run over. So as you go out, just be real patient on this first section. You can only lose time.
Right.
You know, just brake earlier than you think. Get the car settled and balanced. For the slalom, pick a speed that you can go through the slalom without accelerating or braking.
Gotcha.
Pick a constant speed and just
okay, gotcha.
And then brake at the end. As you come to the turnaround, I downshift to first gear.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I downshift, put the auto blip on, let it do its thing. Downshift to first, or you can stay in second. Just be real tidy out there. As you come out, go all the way out.
Right.
Towards the wall. Just, you have lots of room.
Right.
So there's you can take a chance. You can go out.
Do you before you go into that turn, do you stick to the very left, or like do you try to go to the very left and then cut it out, or?
Yeah, so I'm staying to the left and let the car come out. All the way
Okay.
out into the open area.
Yeah.
Towards the road. and then carry speed as much as possible. It'll take a little bit. I lift, then turn into the coning section, and then touch the brakes.
Gotcha.
And just thread the needle through there.
Cool.
Try that at least once.
Okay, I will.
That's an area where you can take some chances.
Sounds good, man. Thanks a lot.
Man. All right.
All right, see you. That's another GT4 owner out here today. Is the only other one today. A lot of crazy sick cars today. A lot of GT3s. GT2 RS that was out here, and he actually was putting down some sick times. And I gotta say, I mean, the RS cars, I almost feel like they're too much for an autocross course, but this guy also was just a phenomenal driver, which really kind of made it fantastic to watch him. I think I watched all his laps, and he just wrapped up his car and put it on the trailer and took off a minute ago. I don't know why he didn't stay for the timed laps, but actually maybe he did. Maybe he did his time lapse already. Don't think so though. But yeah, a lot of GT3 RSs. My buddy's 488 is out here, not on great tires, so he wasn't doing all that well. My other friend's Ferrari California was out here, really horrible 500 treadwear tires. He was more drifting than going today. And then we also have a friend with a R8 V10 Plus. And that car is such a beast, it's ridiculous, but he's doing all right. I think it's his first autocross event, and your first time, it's just, everything's so new, and it's so difficult because the skill set is just like, has to be learned. Nobody has this out of the box, you know, like this really late braking, super aggressive turns. It is a really difficult thing to just know. So people are learning it. And I still think it's really hardly about the car. It's more about the driver. There's an Infiniti right here in front of me that's doing quite well. This Fiat 124 does, here we go.
Number 2.
Thank you.
After 3100? Yeah.
Got it. That Fiat does quite well, and there's a Corolla here, and this Corolla does just phenomenally well. He knows his car really well. He's set up with like really small wheels with like super compound tires. I mean, I don't know this world as well as some of these guys at all. So, but yeah, they are just, it's all about the driver out here. Your car isn't gonna win your races for you. I was looking at the results from the last time I was out here, which was a month ago. And I think the top 4 finishers with all these Porsches out here, you know, like super fast cars and turbos and GT3s and everything. The top 4 fastest cars none of them were Porsches. There was the Corolla, there was a Civic SI, there was that Fiat 120, is it a 127 or 124? I forget what it is called. Super cool car. And I think the last one was a Golf GTI R. Those were the top 4 cars. And I think also one of the Miatas was maybe the 5th. The Miatas obviously are just kind of the best for this type of event. They are just set up so well, and a lot of good support for them out here. Here we go. This is our run number 2. This is where my goal is really kind of to get back down to my 61 if I can. In case you're wondering what a good lap is here today, 58 is a really good lap. I mean, some of the instructors are doing 58s. Earlier today, I saw a guy do a 56. I think that was in the GT3 RS. totally screwed that up. Damn it. I was doing so well. No worries. Okay, good. There was a red flag, which means I get another lap.
What was that, Tam?
You know what? I got a red. There was a red flag, so I had.
Oh, you got to rerun it.
Yeah, I get.
Okay.
I get. Which is actually kind of the best thing that can happen to you during time runs. You get an extra lap.
An extra lap.
I followed your advice though on the slalom, and man, that was actually right on. It made me not worry about it. It was just like, hey, you got your speed, just stick to that.
Speed and then just worry about the tuning.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah,
good.
yeah. And I had some better lines, I feel like, this time around. So,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It'll just come in slowly. Just be patient.
Yep.
Very cool.
Awesome, dude.
All right, well, hopefully you can make some use of this rerun.
Yeah, I will.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
All
Thanks.
right.
61.7. Okay, we're on track to get down below 61. Here we go. That was clean. 60.8, baby. That's exactly what I wanted to do today. 60.8. 60.8. I did it. That was my last run. Really wanted to be in 59 at some point today, but it wasn't in the books. This is a much harder setup than last time. Last time I was able to eke out a 59, but it is considerably harder this time. That's it. I'm done for the day. And that was a blast. If you haven't tried autocross, you absolutely need to. It is it is so much fun. We were just talking about this. The commitment level is so low compared to like a track day or anything like that. I mean, you're only doing 12 runs for the day, so your car is not getting that abused. If it's near where you are, and this is super close to where I live, like a 15-minute drive, and so that made it super worthwhile, and it's cheap. And this is supposedly one of the more expensive ones, and it was only about 140 for the day or something like that, which is kind of like super reasonable. And you know, it's like, and you get to talk to all these guys and kind of get an idea of, like, you know, how they're setting up their cars, what other events they're going to. It's a really cool, like, I wouldn't call it networking because whatever, but just kind of like meeting like-minded people, and then your car is not likely to get badly damaged. I mean, you might hit a cone the wrong way and scrape up a little bit, but realistically, you're probably not going to total your car here, whereas in a track situation, that totally could happen, and in fact, probably will if you're a novice with this much horsepower. So, incredibly fun day, and it is, what is it, 3 p.m. about, and that's it, we're done. So I'm sad it's over. I wish I could do a few more runs, but it was a really fun day. I went through about just a quarter tank of gas today, and yeah, cool.